Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to Soho Downstairs. Now it's time to please put your hands together. He's come all the way from the United States of America. It's Tim Heidecker.
Is this off? Can you hear me out there? Yeah! All right, well, thank you very much. It's an honor to... Can you turn the fucking music off now? Turn the fucking music off. I'm done doing the intro. Can you turn the music off, please? I can't see you back here. Can you not hear me? Turn the... All right. Can you not hear? Well, thank you very. All right. Thank you very much. Can we just do this? Let me just do it quickly again. Who introduced me? Are they still around? Can you just, without the music, we'll just start fresh. So.
Ready? Hello everyone and welcome to Soho Downstairs. Now he's come all the way from the United States of America. It's Tim Heidecker.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you very much. My name is Tim Heidecker and I'm a comedian. Sometimes I tell people that. They say, what do you mean, like Tim Allen? I say, first time doing this in the England, so or United Kingdom. What do you call it here? England or London or sort of the same thing? England. What is it? England? You're shaking your head for both. England. Okay, cool. Well, a little bit about how many people are familiar with me or my work. A little bit about me, in case you don't know. I'm basically born funny, born making people laugh, I don't know, whatever it is. Voted one of the 5 funniest people in America in Comedy Magazine. So that came out a couple months ago, and we're excited about that. So I've been trying to think what else. I'm a TNA guy, you know, I like TNA. And, so the PC place, you're like, excuse me, that's not cool anymore. For me, it's not TNA. TNA is token and ale. But I thought I'd do something a little different because I've been a successful stand-up comedian for 10, 15 years. So I figured, why don't I mix things up a little bit and try sort of a new technique when it comes to this format. And so I've sort of spent a long time working on this and developing it. It's something I like to call comedy without a net. Is everyone familiar with this? What it is basically I don't know if you want to call it ad-libbing or improvisation, but it's this concept of, I can tell you guys a bunch of written material, I can tell you a bunch of jokes, and they'll be destroyed, they'll kill, they're terrific stuff, it's great material. But why don't I put the onus on me, the challenge on me to demonstrate to you guys that I'm one of the most sort of, my friends say that I have like a sort of creative mind. And sort of that thing where like, he belongs in a mental institution or something. Like, he's a little off, in other words. And I'm spontaneous, I'm quick, and sort of witty, but also smart and interesting. And pushing the limits, but sort of also being respectful of everyone. But what if I took all that work I've done and put it aside and said, I can do this. I don't need the material. I don't need to lean on anything. I don't need to sort of require a bunch of jokes that you guys don't care about anyway. I can just kind of be spontaneous. Should we just let the let's take off the straitjacket for once, right? You guys don't want to hear a bunch of bullshit, right? Who cares? It's comedy without a net. It's whatever comes into my head. Because it's like it's a jungle in there. It's like it's nuts. I'm already thinking of stuff. It's so stupid. A lot of it's dumb too, which is funny. I like stupid stuff. Thank you. What?
Love you.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, should we do it? Let's get into it. Okay. All right. This guy, I guess he's nervous. He's like, what if I'm going to get... What if I get... He said, what have I gotten myself into? Yeah. How much time we got? I'm just thinking because we went down to Westminster Palace today. Bedminster Palace. What is it? Cocaine? What? Cocaine? Buckingham Palace. Yeah. I said that. Geez, I know you guys love classic rock, but a whole palace for Lindsey Buckingham seems a little strange. Yeah. That, I have to admit, was a joke I wrote, so I'll put that to the side. People are shit. No, I'm not looking for fucking help. You understand me? I'm gonna do this on my own. Okay, you want to play? You want to play around? You want to fuck with myself? What's your name? Go ahead. What is your name? What is? Oh, there we go. No. What's your name?
Johnny.
Johnny on the spot here, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny. Just Johnny. Okay, Johnny Rotten. Johnny Appleseed. That's an American reference. This guy with the hair, I love it. What's your name? Alexander the Great is announced tonight. All right, see what I'm doing? I'm sort of working with it. What's your name?
Bo.
Okay. Bow and arrows. What else do you get?
That's as good as it gets.
Bo, that's as good as it gets, Bo. Oh, jeez. Bo Rocca. What?
Bo Rocco.
Okay, that's enough. Bo Rocco bomb. It's better than bow and arrows. Fuck. But need this thing? This is a small room. We can have a lot of fun without the microphone, can't we? What's your name? Lori. Hey, how many people here like hypnosis? Do we like hypnosis? Yeah. We like hypnosis. Let's do this. I'm going to just focus on my finger here. And we're all going to turn into chickens. Ready? Okay, now close your eyes. All right, snap out of it. You're all chickens. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Okay. Got a chance to hear some new music on the way over here. Finally got to hear the music of Keith Urban. Have you heard this? Keith Urban? I thought this guy should change his name to Keith Rural. Country music. And then, of course, there's Lady Gaga. Do we have any Lady Gaga fans here tonight? Any Lady Gaga fans? Anybody? Lady Gaga fans? Do we love Lady Gaga? Any Lady Gaga fans here tonight? Do we have any Lady Gaga fans here? I heard Lady Gaga say, "What's next, Lord Goo Goo?" Okay. Who else? A funny thing happened to me this morning. I was bought some gum or something, and I got the gum from the guy on the street, and I started walking away. And he goes, "My pants, my pants!" And I realized I forgot to pay the guy. I thought he was saying Mike Pence.
That's true.
President Obama. President, what? Okay. What else? Anybody get a chance to hear the Big Ben today? The final, I heard this was the final chime of Big Ben, final Big Ben chime or something. And can you believe that? Somebody figured out a way to make Big Ben's not going to chime in for the next 4 years. Is that right?
Yeah.
I said, "Can I introduce this guy to my wife?" My wife, unfortunately, is on this trip. Usually when I'm on these little comedy tours, this guy comes off. So she's out here with me. My wife, a.k.a. the nag. Do we have that word in the Great Britain here? She's something. I had a very bad back. I was in a terrible automobile accident a few years ago, and she said, "Why don't you get acupuncture?" I said, "What am I, a voodoo doll?" I said, "What am I going to walk in? They're going to be playing the song by Neil Young, The Needle and the Damage Done." Voodoo doll. My wife, yeah. She's always trying to get me to do stuff. She's taking me. We have kids now, so which is a bit of a shame because I was really counting on them for more material. You see a lot of these comics with slice of life stuff, and for now it's just not really panning out. Pretty straightforward. But before we had the kids, my wife's always trying to get me to do different things culturally. She's like, "Come to the opera." And so one day she grabs it, she takes me, you're going to the opera, And this is a true story. It's very funny, actually. So we go to the opera, and we're sitting there, pretty good seats, and there's a guy up on stage. There's this guy up on stage. He goes, "Mama, mama, 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 this and that." And I sit there. Finally, I go, "Shut the fuck up!" Oh, okay, all right, it's one of those crowds. Believe me, I've done that where it gets a big standing ovation. No, but to finish the story, I guess the security guard comes over. Everyone's looking at me. What are you doing? What are you doing? I go, "I'm okay. Don't worry about me." 2 hours later, this guy up on stage, "Mama, mama, 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 Let's stand up. Okay, well, forget it. You don't get That's usually big. In America, standing up screams. I did that months ago for 6,000 people, and it was a 15 minutes standing up for that show. But we're learning about each other right now. We're sort of figuring each other out. I understand. But I love my wife. I want to show her a lot of respect and love. Let's give her a round of applause. She's not here tonight. Yeah. She's actually she's really interesting. She's trying to get out into the entrepreneurial side of things. She's starting her own business right now, and I'm trying to support her as much as I can. She's doing this new online thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, called mixmycandles.com. Are you familiar with mixmycandles.com? It's sort of like a feng shui, I don't know how to describe it. For instance, how many people have candles or use candles at home for decoration? Or you guys do? You do it? What she does is she'll sort of analyze where your candles are and mix them around so your candles are moving from one area to the other. It's actually pretty neat. I like to say, because people are it's hard to visualize how that would work. Are there any guys here that have? Are you? Sorry, I don't have to point you out. Do you have candles at home, or you have no candles at home? The bathroom must stink. Any guys here are interested? Do you have candles at home? Oh, come on up here. Because what she'll do is she'll come and she'll analyze the whole situation. What's your name?
My name's Jordan.
All right, Jordan. And you got a lot of chest hair. I would say a stupid shirt. I don't know. So that's why I can't see it. Yeah, it's a stupid shirt. It's a stupid shirt. Tell me a little bit about your flat. Is it a flat or is it a round or whatever?
1 bedroom, 7 candles, approximately.
1 bedroom, 7 candles. That's just a little bit of an interesting ratio. You're doing some devil worship or
Exotic aromas.
sure. Oh, there's exotic aroma coming off your mouth onto my mic. Bad breath. That's all. So just calm down. You can handle. Look at the shirt choice. I mean, he doesn't have too much pride. Jordan, wearing his sweatpants or jeans. So you live alone, or?
With my girlfriend.
Really? And is this your girlfriend too? Where is she?
She's at work, actually.
Oh, she's a night worker, I see.
I call her my girlfriend today, and she works.
She's a working woman. Thank you. I don't want to worry too much about that. I'm sorry. I'm a little off. I'm a little off. No, I am. I got in a couple days ago, and I had the worst day of my life, before I left. No, don't do that. Everyone heard that. It's serious, it's not a joke. I'll tell you quickly, I was rushing to the airport, which you should never do. You should always give yourself a lot of time. And I live in a nice neighborhood. And I was rushing out, I was driving myself to the airport, and I backed my car out of my driveway, and I didn't know, it happened so quick, I hit my neighbor's dog, Scout. And, I jumped out of the car, immediately realized that I get back, see the back of the car, and there he is, and he's alive, but he's in shock, and it's his skin, the whole side of him is ripped off, and he's, you know, and I grab him. I don't know. I was in shock. I grab him. I put him in the back of my car and I drive him down to the veterinary. Is it vet? Is it vet? And I rush him in and I say, "Can you do something? Can you please help this dog? I just hit this dog and he's my neighbor's dog and I'm crying." And they say, "I'm sorry, we can't help you." I say, "Please, don't you understand? This dog is going to die in my arms. There's nothing you can do." They say, "No." I say, "Why?" They said, "Because of Obamacare." Because of Obamacare? But things are getting better. Things are on the, we're going to get rid of Obamacare now. That's the big news. And we're happy. I don't know if you guys are following the news in the States, but we're very happy with everything. With President Trump is going great. It's all going according to plan. As a matter of fact, and this is, I don't know if this came through your news agency, was it BBC? I don't know if this came through yet, but one of our largest fast food restaurants is actually so excited about the direction the country's going in, they're now dropping the Mick from their name. So, McDonald's. And that's not going to be a global change, But we're all different. I mean, isn't that the case? Isn't that how it always goes? It always seems that we forget that. For instance, there's black people, and any black people here tonight? Sometimes we get a couple here. But I love all people. I love all people because we're different. Does that make sense to anybody? I know that's kind of weird. For instance, some people are like, "Well, I love Star Wars," and other people are like, "But I like Star Trek." I go, we're all on the same planet. It's just, and it's the same with Coke and Pepsi. A lot of people, I don't know, I like Coke. You guys drink Coke? Coca-Cola? I love it. But there's people out here probably like, "Well, I like Pepsi." Yeah. Okay. It's funny. There's this happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was at my manager's house, and he says, "Do you want you want something to drink?" I say, "Yeah, I want something to drink." He said, "Go ahead in the kitchen." We were watching the Oscars. And I go in the kitchen and there's just a 6-pack of, there's a 2-liter, excuse me. Have to start from the beginning. We're all different, don't you think? Well, sort of Coke versus Pepsi, and manager's apartment, manager's house.
Oscars.
Watching the Oscars, and I said, "Can we?" Sorry, I had to do that. I kind of backtrack. I said, "Can I get something to drink?" And he says, "Sure." So I go back, and there's nothing but Pepsi there. And I go, "Mike, I like Coke. Just get a 6-pack of Coke if you don't come over, or a liter of Coke." And it's like the other day I went to go to the movies. I was seeing Superman, whatever. I go to the counter. I say, "Can I get a Coke?" And this bitch behind the counter says, "Is Pepsi?" She says, "Would you like a Pepsi?" And she says, "Is Pepsi okay?" And I said, "If I wanted a Coke, if I wanted a fuck." We're taping this for a special, so just hold on. If I wanted a Coke, I would. I'll be back in a minute. Hold on, relax, please, for a second. Let me just reset the room. I went to the movies the other day, and I saw, where were we seeing? Superman. And I said, I went to get a drink, and I said, "Can I get a Coke?" And this bitch behind the counter says, "Is Pepsi okay?" I said, "If I wanted a Pepsi, I would have asked for a Pepsi." Thank you guys for your patience. We just want to get this right for the special. Hold on. So I went to the movies the other day, and I asked, "Fuck, come on, shit! Come on, hold on, I got it. So I went to the movies the other day. I saw the new Superman movie. That doesn't sound right. That sucks. Here we go. So I went to the movies the other day. We went to go saw the new Superman movie. And I go to get a drink. And I say, "Can I get a Coke?" And this bitch behind the counter says, "Is Pepsi okay?" I said, "If I wanted a Pepsi, I would have asked for a Pepsi." Okay? All right. Thank you very much. How many people are here for their second time? There you go. I knew there'd be one because you must have seen our next act. Have you? Would you like to introduce him? Come up on stage. This is your big show. I'm not going to introduce him. That's not what I do. Thank you guys so much. This is our first night of several weeks. I hope you come back every single night. It's been a really special encounter for me, and I'm going to be meeting every one of you after the show. We're on a very tight deadline right now. What was your name?
Kyle.
Okay, I got nothing. You understand? I got nothing to do with there. I got nothing to work with there. CrossFit. Tight, good-looking. Clean cut. Sides tight. Not fat. Underwear. Hey, look at this. These guys boxers coming. Introduce the next act. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out, everyone. I'm just modeling my new boxers line.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Who told you to fucking riff? Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only Neil Hamburger.